Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're going to start modular kit modeling in this tutorial. So we're going to create this modular kit for the fire escape stairs. So we are going to start in parts. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to start. So let's take a reference first. So I'm going to go to generate and get brush. Then I'm going to go to modeling, and in the sculpting base meshes, go to biped, and here you'll see all these characters. So I'm going to select this one and drop it here, and I'm going to keep this as my reference point. So we're going to model everything around this. So first let's change the grid size. So I'm going to right click here and go to grid options, increase this, and apply. So this looks good. So as you can see that if we zoom out, our grid and our character disappears. So to fix this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to outliner, and in my perspective camera, let's open the attribute editor for this, and I'm going to change the far and near clip plane. So just increase this value, and I'm going to change the near clip as well. So this looks okay. So first I'm going to create the base for the first part of the model. So I'm going to take a cube and increase its values. Let's change it to 300 or keep it 200, and increase the depth, something like this, maybe a little more. This should be fine. And also increase the height. Then looks better. So this is the base for the stairs, and now I'm going to add some details into it. So we are going to need a duplicate of it, but first I'm going to add some details, then I'm going to create the duplicate. So I'm going to create this base here. So we need to cut this part out, but before we have to create this part which doesn't have any holes in it. So let's go back to Maya and let's create the base first. So I'm going to go to edge mode, select this, and then edge ring utilities, then split, and I'm going to bevel this, increase the fraction, and place these to this point. I think 0.97 should be enough, and I'm going to do the same thing with these ones. So we need some segments here. So also I'm going to need split this. You can also use insert additive tool, multi-cut tool, or the connect tool if you want, but I think this one is much faster. So I'm going to bevel this and increase the fraction again, and 0.9 looks fine. Now let's go to face mode, select this. Now we're going to extrude it. So you can press Ctrl E to extrude, or you can just press Shift and then move down this gizmo. I'm going to do this, and this looks much better. Let's select this, and I'm going to rename it to base underscore geo, and I'm going to create a duplicate of it and rename it again base variant geo, and I'm going to hide the first one and just keep this one. And now we need to add some details into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to again select this, then split the edge, place this here, and again bevel. Increase the fraction to something like this, and and again split this one, then bevel. So this looks better. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this face and delete it, then do the same thing here. And now we need to attach these faces here. I'm going to select these two and bridge, and repeat the same thing here on all four sides. So we are done with this. So we just created this base and this one with a hole here. So I'm not exactly following this reference, so I'm using a few references of Google. I'm not following any particular image. You can search on your own and see what works for you. So this is just one of the references I'm using, and we are done with the base. So I'm going to go back and let's create some railings here. And for the railings, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cylinder, bring it here, pull it up, go to top view. Now cylinder is very small, that's why we can't see it. Place it here, and I'm going to increase the radius, and I think 3.5 should be enough, or maybe 4. And I'm keeping this very low poly, so I'm not going to increase this subdivision axis. So let's go to right view, and I'm going to place this on this side. Now I'm going to select the vertex, pull these down, and pull these ones up, something like this. I'm going to place this person here so that I can adjust the height. I think this cylinder is too thick, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my channel box, select this polycylinder, and decrease the radius to 2.5. I think this should be enough, or maybe we can change it to 2. So you can adjust the radius according to your scene. So I'm going to rotate this and go to left view, and or maybe top view. Place it here in the center. Then scale it. Something like this. And I'm going to create another duplicate and place that one on the other side here. And duplicate one more time. Rotate it. Place it here. And I'm going to go to vertex mode, select these vertices and pull them all the way to the other side. Something like this. Now we need to bridge these pipes here, but I think the bridging would be an issue if we don't cut down the length of this pipe. So I'm going to push this back till here, and do the same for this one. Push it back, and then select these three and combine. Now let's go to faces, and I'm going to select the faces on these sides, then bridge, change the curve type to blend, increase the divisions to make this smooth, and I think 5 should be fine. If this changes the color, don't worry about it, we can fix this later. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So go to face mode, select the faces, and repeat the same process. Bridge, curve type to blend, increase the divisions to 5, and to fix this green issue, just go to your assign existing material and select the Lambert, and go to mesh display, select soften harden edges to fix this hard edges issue, and now it looks much better. So I'm going to pull this up something like this, and now we need to create the bars for this railings. Let's go to top view, and I'm going to select this, go to vertex mode, select the vertices on this side and the other side, push them to the end like this, and let's add some cylinders to create the railings. So I'm going to go to top view and create a cylinder, place this here, pull this up, and change the radius to 2, and height let's take 100 for now. And I'm going to change the subdivision axis because we don't want that much polygon in a scene for a small object like this. So I'm going to change it to 16, or 14 also should work. Go to front view and pull this up. Maybe we need a little bit of less height. And also we need to reduce the radius. So I'm going to take the radius to 1.7, and height for now I'm going to take the 80 and place this here like this. Pull this up, go to front view, go to vertex mode, select these vertices and press V to snap these to point and pull these up, but insert them into this piece here. Now the faces on the top and the bottom are not going to be visible, so I'm going to delete them. So let's go to face mode, select everything, deselect the center part and delete. So this looks good, I guess. Now we need to create the duplicates. And I'm going to place this one here for now. And create a duplicate, press Ctrl D, place this here. Let's move it a little bit further. Then press Ctrl Shift D to duplicate with transformation. And for this side, let's go to top view, and if you face some issues like this, what you can do is go to mesh display again and set it to soft on hardened edges like this. Now go to wireframe mode, select this piece again, create a duplicate and place it right here, and again press Ctrl D, place it here, then press Ctrl Shift D to duplicate with the transformation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select all these cylinders and duplicate again, and this time I'm going to place it on the other side like this. So I think this part is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select all these and go to edit, delete by type history, and then I'm going to group them and rename it as railings underscore model, and then select these two and group again and rename it as platform underscore model. So we are done with this, but we need to add a little bit of more details here. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to freeze this. So let's go to channel box and select this and add it in a layer and then restrict it, save, and we are done. So we need to add some more detail here. So I'm going to take another cube, place it here for top view, and increase the width and depth, and I'm going to go to vertex mode, select these vertices and then snap them here like this, and these one here. Just align all sides like this. Pull this up and increase the height. So I think something like this would be good. So I'm going to bevel this and turn the chamfer off, increase the friction. I think 2 would be fine. Then I'm going to select this face and delete, then delete the bottom one, and let's select these edges and bridge. And I think this should be good, but to add a little bit of smoothness around the corner, I'm going to bevel this. So I'm going to select this, go to edge mode, select everything and bevel. And if it's not working, what you can do is You can go to vertex mode, select all the vertices first and merge them. Increase the threshold just a little bit and then try. Now it's working. So decrease the fraction and add one segment, something like this. And I'm going to assign the blend material on this so that we can check the glossiness properly. All right, so this looks good. And our first platform is ready. So now we just need to create these stairs and set up our platforms. So for these stairs, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to select this, go to outliner, rename this as cover geo, and then move it into this group. So let's select this, go to front view or the right view, create a duplicate and pull this up. I'm going to place it somewhere here like this. And now we can check the height of our stairs. So for that I'm going to take another cube, increase the width to 10 by 10, pull this up, go to right view, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place here for now, select the vertices, pull this up and move them here like this, and do the same thing with these, pull them down like this. Select this, place it here, go to top view, wireframe mode, and move just a little bit more. Go to vertex mode and align them perfectly, just like this. Maybe a little bit more width. So I'm going to take 12 for this. And also the faces on the top and bottom are not going to be visible, so I'm going to delete them. Select the vertices, go to right view and just hide them by pulling them down like this, and do the same thing with these ones, or these are already hidden, so I'm going to leave them like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to select the edge, then split like this, maybe on the other side as well. Select both edges and bevel like this. Select the face and press Ctrl E, then intrude them like this. Isolate it and check for the faces here. So I'm going to select these two, select similar, or we need to manually select and delete. So now we have the side handle for these stairs. So I'm going to change the name of this stairs side underscore right, and we can just create a duplicate and place it on this side, but we need to create a handle first. So for the handle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to right view again, and this time I'm going to use a curve. So let's go to curves, and I'm going to select this EP curve tool, and I'm going to double click here and set it to one linear. And let's start. I'm going to create a curve like this, and we are done. You can adjust it a little bit like this. Maybe a little bit here. And I think this looks good. I'm going to place this here in the middle of this handle, and I'm going to go to create, then select this sweep mesh tool, increase the scale, keep the sides to 12, and scale profile to 2.5. Decrease the precision. I don't need that much segments in this mesh. Select the curve, and I'm going to push this down, and I think this looks better. Now I'm going to select this, go to edit, delete by type history, delete the curve. And as for this part, if it looks a little bit hard, what you can do is use edit edge flow, then bevel, and add a few segments like this. I'm going to pull this up and then use edit edge flow for these parts, and repeat the same thing here if needed. I'm going to bevel it, and I think this looks good. Edit edge flow, repeat same thing here, and this looks good. And again, go to mesh display, soften edges for this one, assign the blend material, and see how it looks. And it looks great for now. Rename it as stairs handle right. And now we can put these in a group. Stair handle right. And now I'm going to select this, create a duplicate, and place this one here. So this looks good. Rename it to left, and also this part. So right now we are done for this part, and in the next one we are going to create these steps and a ladder for the sides, and then we are going to unwrap this entire kit. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are so close to reaching 10,000 subscribers on this channel. So thank you for the support and watching my tutorials. I'll see you in the next part of this series. Till then, thanks for watching.